All right, it is episode 14 of TeflonStoic, in which we learn about Stoic philosophy and play hardcore WoW. Let's continue with Marcus Aurelius.
A natural part of existence aligns us with the rational order of the universe and frees us from unnecessary fear and anxiety. Modern day
I need those
application.
hops.
This perspective offers
You
profound
don't
peace
need the
in a
gooey
culture
spider
often
legs, I don't
obsessed
think.
with
I'll keep
denying
them
or
here.
fighting aging and death. It encourages a shift from fear to acceptance, viewing death not as a failure, but as a natural transition. Practices like memento mori, reflecting on mortality, can help cultivate this acceptance. Understanding death as part of nature's will can lessen existential dread and motivate us to live more fully and virtuously in the present, appreciating the time we have without being paralyzed by the thought of its inevitable end. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. 4.1. The wisdom behind the words. This quote reflects Marcus Aurelius' gratitude for life and the Stoic principle of appreciating the present moment. By reminding ourselves each morning of the miracle of being alive, we cultivate a sense of purpose and reverence for the day ahead. For the Stoics, life itself is a gift, and acknowledging this privilege encourages us to live with intention, gratitude, and mindfulness. It invites us to embrace each day as an opportunity to act virtuously and fulfill our potential. Modern day application. In the modern context,
that's some good stuff from the
guild.
Death Happens the Best Guild on Skull Rock.
Stress and distractions. Starting the day with a mindset of gratitude, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply reflecting on what we're thankful for, can set a positive tone for the entire day. Practices like morning affirmations or mindful breathing help ground us in the moment, reminding us of the preciousness of life.
Do a little
This
disenchanting.
perspective shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering resilience, optimism, and a deeper appreciation for everyday experiences. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. 7.47. The wisdom behind the words. This quote reflects Marcus Aurelius' deep appreciation for the interconnectedness and grandeur of existence. It invites us to find joy and wonder in the world around us, to marvel at the beauty of nature, and to recognize our place within the larger cosmos. For the Stoics, contemplating the vastness of the universe offered perspective, humility, and a sense of harmony with the natural order. Modern day application. In our fast-paced lives, this teaching reminds us to pause and reconnect with the world's inherent beauty. Whether it's through stargazing, spending time in nature, or practicing gratitude, embracing the awe of existence can help reduce stress and foster a deeper sense of meaning. This quote also encourages us to shift our focus from daily trivialities to the bigger picture, cultivating a sense of purpose and wonder. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, or journaling about moments of beauty can help us internalize this perspective and enrich our lives. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. 9.35. The wisdom behind the words. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that loss and change are natural and inevitable aspects of life. For the Stoics, everything in existence is in a state of constant flux, governed by nature's laws.
No one's ever stolen anything.
Rather than resisting change or mourning loss, we are encouraged to embrace it as an essential part of growth and renewal. This perspective helps us find peace in transitions and appreciate the impermanence that gives life its meaning. Modern day application. In today's rapidly changing world, this teaching is a valuable guide for navigating uncertainty and loss.
Greetings, adventurer.
Practices like mindfulness and acceptance-based therapy help us adapt to change and find meaning in life's transitions. For example, viewing the end of a chapter, such as a job, relationship, or phase of life, as an opportunity for new beginnings aligns with this wisdom. By shifting our mindset to see change as a natural and even potentially positive process, we can cultivate resilience and a deeper appreciation for the present moment. Think of the life you have lived until now as over and as a dead man. See what's left as a bonus and live it according to nature. 7.56. The wisdom behind the words.
Palliative.
Marcus
Where is it you
Aurelius
would like to go,
encourages
lad?
us to
For
adopt a
just few
perspective
coins,
of
my
mortality
griffins
to
can get you
inspire
there faster
gratitude
than
and
even
purposeful
the
living.
swiftest horse.
By imagining that our life up to this point is complete, we view every remaining moment as an unexpected gift. This Stoic exercise serves to sharpen our focus on living virtuously and in alignment with nature, emphasizing the impermanence of life and the urgency to make the most of it. Modern day. Application. In our modern context, this quote is a call to embrace gratitude and mindful living. Practices like memento mori, reflection on mortality, can help us appreciate the present and avoid taking time for granted. For instance, reframing challenges as opportunities and savoring small joys can make life's moments more meaningful. By seeing each day as a bonus, we're motivated to act with intention, prioritize what truly matters, and cultivate a life of purpose and fulfillment. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. 7.27. The wisdom behind the words. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of gratitude and contentment. Rather than yearning for what we lack, he advises us to focus on the blessings we already have and to imagine how much we would desire them if they were gone. This practice aligns with the Stoic principle of appreciating the present and avoiding unnecessary desires, which often lead to dissatisfaction and suffering. Modern day application. In a consumer-driven world that thrives on creating desires, this teaching is a call to practice gratitude and resist the pull of materialism. Techniques like gratitude journaling or reflecting on what we take for granted, such as health, relationships, or simple pleasures, can foster a sense of abundance and reduce envy. For example, instead of longing for a bigger house or a better job, focusing on the comforts and opportunities of the present helps us feel fulfilled. This mindset promotes emotional well-being and encourages us to cherish what truly matters. To love only what happens, what was destined. No greater harmony. 3.4. The wisdom behind the words. This quote encapsulates the Stoic practice of amor fati, the love of fate. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to embrace everything that happens, even difficulties, as part of the rational and necessary order of the universe. Rather than resisting or lamenting events beyond our control, loving what happens allows us to find harmony and peace. By aligning our will with nature's design, we cultivate acceptance and gratitude, transforming potential suffering into fuel for virtue. Modern-day application. In today's unpredictable world, this teaching invites us to practice radical acceptance and view life's events, both good and bad, as opportunities for growth or tests of character. For example, when faced with setbacks, embracing the idea that they are part of a larger, meaningful process can reduce frustration and foster resilience. Practices like gratitude journaling, even for challenges, or reflecting on past difficulties that led to positive outcomes, can help internalize
TeflonStoic
this
is my
mindset.
favorite.
By loving what happens, we align ourselves with life's flow and strengthen our ability to adapt and thrive. Be content with what you have, for happiness is found in simplicity. Composite based on principles in meditations, cf. 727, 424. The wisdom behind the words. This statement captures the essence of Stoic contentment. True happiness lies not in accumulating more, but in appreciating what we already have and simplifying our needs. Marcus Aurelius, like other Stoics, emphasized that simplicity, gratitude, and focusing on essentials, virtue, reason, lead to a fulfilling life. By detaching from excessive desires for external goods, which are often sources of anxiety and dissatisfaction, we free ourselves to cultivate inner peace. Modern day application. In a consumer-driven society that often equates happiness with acquisition, this wisdom reminds us to find joy in what is already present, rather than chasing endless wants. Practices like minimalism, gratitude journaling, and mindful consumption help us focus on quality over quantity and experiences over possessions. For example, appreciating simple pleasures such as a quiet moment, a meaningful conversation, where nature's beauty fosters a deeper sense of happiness than fleeting material gains. By embracing simplicity, we reduce stress, strengthen our focus on what truly matters, and live a more intentional life. Conclusion: your inner citadel awaits.
Maybe you can get them off the Murlocs.
Marcus Aurelius does not stand on a distant pedestal, dispensing infallible wisdom from an emperor's throne. He stands beside us, millennia removed yet intimately familiar, wrestling, just as we do, with the timeless human challenges: frustration, fear, distraction, grief, the complexities of dealing with others, the search for meaning in a seemingly chaotic world.
Here, messenger.
The enduring power of his meditations, and the reason he remains such a profoundly practical model, lies not in unattainable perfection, but precisely in this shared struggle, documented with unflinching honesty. The maxims gathered in this chapter are far more than ancient aphorisms. They are the hard-won tools forged in the crucible of Marcus's daily
We're going to walk
experience,
to Dark
an
Shore.
emperor's toolkit for the soul, yet accessible and adaptable to every human life.
And we are going to attempt not to
Think
die.
of them as whispers of reason against the clamor of anxiety, as anchors of integrity in the turbulent storms of circumstance, as reliable compass points guiding you toward inner tranquility and purposeful action. They are testaments to the enduring strength that resides within the human spirit, waiting to be cultivated. So let these words not remain static ink on a page. Allow them, as Marcus did, to seep into the fabric of your thoughts, to shape the intention behind your actions, to temper the heat of your reactions. Use them as your own private counselors, as mirrors for honest self-reflection, as practical blueprints for building, brick by thoughtful brick, your very own inner citadel. The path toward a resilient mind, a virtuous character, and a heart at peace is not paved with grand theories alone, but with the small, consistent, conscious practices embodied in principles like these. Marcus Aurelius illuminated this path not by being flawless, but by relentlessly striving. Now the quiet invitation echoes across the centuries, reaching directly for you. Take up these timeless tools. Engage courageously in your own wrestling match with life. And strive, as he did, simply to live well, with purpose and grace, starting today. Your inner citadel awaits its architect. A guide to the reference sections. Having journeyed through the profound reflections of Marcus Aurelius in the Meditations, you may wish to delve deeper into specific terms, figures, themes, or sources. The following sections have been compiled to aid your exploration and enhance your understanding of this timeless work. Glossary of Stoic terms. This section provides concise definitions for key philosophical concepts encountered throughout the Meditations, often including their Greek or Latin origins and cross-references to related terms.
Nice pants.
Use it to clarify unfamiliar vocabulary or to gain a deeper grasp of Stoic doctrine. Bibliography. Here you will find a list of primary sources consulted for this edition, as well as selected secondary works recommended for further reading on Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism, and the historical context of his reign. Index of persons. This index allows you to quickly locate mentions of the various historical, mythological, and philosophical figures referenced by Marcus Aurelius. Each entry includes a brief identification and points to the relevant passages within the Meditations, indicated by book.paragraph number, for example, 4.3. Subject index. This detailed thematic index helps you find discussions of specific concepts, ideas, and recurring themes throughout the Meditations. Look up topics such as duty, nature, death, or inner peace to locate relevant passages. Entries often include subtopics for more specific searches, and use symbols tildes to indicate the significance or frequency of the references, which are also provided in the book.paragraph format. Glossary of Stoic terms. This glossary collects key concepts from Stoicism with a particular focus on their appearance or relevance in the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Each term includes its Greek or Latin origin where applicable, a clear definition, and often a relevant quote from Marcus Aurelius, demonstrating its practical application. References follow the numbering system used in this edition. Related terms are noted with "see also" to help navigate interconnected Stoic ideas.
Duskwood.
A. Adiaphora, Delta Iota Phi Omicron Rho Alpha. Indifference. Definition. Things considered neither intrinsically good nor bad in Stoic ethics, as they lie outside the scope of virtue. Their value depends solely on whether they are used virtuously or not. They are typically divided into preferred indifference, for example, health, wealth, reputation, which are naturally desirable but not essential for happiness, and dispreferred indifference, for example, illness, poverty,
We're gonna
disrepute,
wait to go into
which are
Duskwood.
naturally undesirable but not truly evil. Quote, external things are not the problem. It's your assessment of them, which you can erase right now. 8.47. See also, erudite, virtue, dichotomy of control, preferred indifference, proherasis. Amor fati, Latin, love of fate.
Yeah.
Definition.
We're not
Principle
ready.
of accepting and even embracing
We are not
everything
ready
that
for
happens in
Duskwood.
life as necessary, predetermined by the cosmic order, logos, and ultimately part of a rational design.
Back to Westfall with us.
It involves welcoming all events, including hardship and loss, without complaint. Quote,
See if I can buy
to
some
love only
fish.
what happens, what was destined.
Need some
No greater harmony. 3.4.
spotted
See
sunfish.
also,
I think we can
fate,
buy it at
logos,
the auction
memento
house.
mori, providence. Apatheia, pi theta, epsilon iota alpha. Freedom from destructive passions.
No?
Definition. A state of serene emotional equilibrium and inner tranquility, achieved not through suppressing all feeling, but through the rational mastery of destructive emotions, pati, like irrational fear, anger, envy, and excessive desire. It arises from
Well, that's
correct judgments and understanding what is truly good, virtue, and bad vice. Quote, the mind freed from passions is an impregnable fortress. There is no stronger place where a man can find refuge and be safe forever. 8.48. See
Oh,
also
that's a better...
ataraxia,
Nice.
eupetiae, hegemonicon, pathos, proherasis, tranquillitas, arete, virtue, ropsilon tau,
Let's get
moral
them.
excellence, the good. Definition.
Then
The
we'll
sole
fly to
intrinsic
Westfall.
good in Stoicism and the ultimate goal of life, leading to eudaimonia, flourishing. It is the perfection of reason, living in accordance with nature. Stoicism emphasizes virtue ethics, meaning moral value is based on character and intention rather than external outcomes. Virtue embodies the four cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Quote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be.
B1.
Be one, 10.16, or while you live, while it is in your power, be good. 4.17. Scegli la citazione che preferisci per questa voce unificata. See also adiaphora, eudaimonia, ketorthoma, procop, Stoic virtues.
What can I get for you today?
Ascesis, sigma kappa eta sigma iota sigma. Discipline and training. Definition. Rigorous ongoing practice and self-discipline,
Safe travel.
both mental and physical, aimed at cultivating virtue, strengthening reason, managing impressions, and achieving moral progress. Procop. Includes exercises like contemplation, self-examination, and enduring hardship. Quote, the mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. 5.20. See also, Procop, ascent, syncathesis, sigma upsilon gamma kappa alpha, tau theta epsilon, sigma iota sigma. Mental agreement. Definition. The act of the mind's ruling faculty, hegemonicon, accepting an impression, fantasia, as true or valid. Stoics emphasize withholding assent, sync antithesis, from unclear or irrational impressions to avoid false judgments and destructive emotions.
I think not.
Quote, reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. 4.7 implies withdrawing assent from the impression, I am harmed. See also, hegemonicon, hypolepsis, cataleptic, phantasia, fantasy, ataraxia, tau alpha rho alpha xi alpha, tranquility, unperturbedness. Definition, a state of serene calmness, freedom from disturbance or inner turmoil. While often associated more with Epicureanism, Stoics also valued it as a result of apatheia and living virtuously. Quote, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. 4.3 describes the state achievable. See also apatheia, tranquilitas. C, common good. Definition, the collective welfare and benefit of the community or humanity as a whole. A central tenet of Stoic ethics, grounded in the idea of oikiosis and sympathia, requiring individuals to act justly and cooperatively, prioritizing the health of the beehive over narrow self-interest. Quote, what is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee. 6.54. See also cosmopolis, justice, logos, oikiosis, sympathia. Cosmic order, see logos, providence. Cosmopolis, kappa omicron sigma, mu pi omicron, lambda iota, sigma. The world city. Definition, the Stoic concept of the entire universe, or at least the community of all rational beings, gods and humans, as a single city governed by universal law and reason. Logos. This fosters a sense of universal kinship and duty towards all humanity. Quote, if our intellectual part is common, then reason also is common. If this is so, there is a common law also. If this is so, the world is in a manner a state. 4.4 Synthesi. See also common good, logos, natural law, nature, oikiosis, sympathia, universal nature. Cosmos, kappa sigma mu, omicron sigma, universe, world order. Definition, the universe conceived as an ordered, rational, and interconnected whole, governed by the divine logos. It is often seen as a living entity in Stoic physics. Quote, constantly regard the universe as one living being, having one substance and one soul. 4.40. See also ekpyrosis, logos, nature, pneuma, providence, sympathia. Courage, Andrea, nu delta rho, epsilon alpha. Fortitude.
Fortitude.
Definition, one of the four cardinal Stoic virtues. It involves moral fortitude to endure pain, hardship, and fear, and to act virtuously even when difficult. Wisdom applied to situations involving potential harm or endurance. Quote, be like the rocky headland on which the waves constantly break. It stands firm. 4.49 Synthesi. See also arithqua, virtue, pathos, Stoic virtues. Daemon, delta alpha mu omega nu, divine spirit within. Definition, the individual's guiding spirit, the fragment of the universal logos within each person, representing their innate rational and moral capacity. Following reason and conscience is following one's daimon. Quote, live with the gods. He does live with the gods who constantly shows that his own soul is satisfied.
Live with the gods.
And does all that the demon wishes. 5.27 Synthesi. See also divine spark, hegemonicon, logos, rational soul. Dichotomy of control. Definition, the fundamental Stoic distinction between what is within our control, up to us, judgments, intentions, actions, and what is not, externals, health, wealth, events, others' actions. Focus energy only on what is up to us. Quote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. 8.32. See also adiaphora, ascent, fate, hegemonikon, proheresis. Divine reason, see logos. Divine spark, see daimon, logos. Ekpirosis, kappa pi rho, omega sigma iota sigma. Cosmic conflagration. Definition. Stoic theory of the universe's periodic destruction by fire and rebirth. Palingenesis, from the logos, repeating the cycle. Marcus alludes to constant change and renewal. Quote, constantly think of the universe as one living organism. How all things are absorbed into this single consciousness. 4.40. See also
Some wizard oil
cosmos,
on my mace.
logos, pneuma. Eudaimonia, epsilon delta, alpha iota mu, omicron nu alpha. Flourishing, lasting happiness. Definition. The highest human good and goal of life in Stoicism. A state of deep fulfillment and living excellently, achieved solely through the consistent practice of arete, virtue. Quote, the fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good. 6.30. See also apatheia, arete, virtue, tranquillitas, eupathei, epsilon pi alpha theta, epsilon alpha iota, positive emotions, rational effects. Definition. Healthy emotional responses arising from correct judgments in a wise person. Rational joy, kara, rational caution, eulabia, and rational
They hit
wishing,
hard.
boulesis. They contrast with the irrational pathy. Direct quotes are rare in Marcus. The state of tranquility implies them. See also apatheia, pathos, fate, hymarmene, epsilon, mu alpha rho mu, nu eta, destiny, determinism. Definition. The Stoic concept of an unalterable chain of cause and effect, predetermined by the universal logos. Acceptance of fate, amor fati, is key to tranquility. Quote, accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart.
It's a dangerous place.
5.8. See also, amor fati, dichotomy of control, logos, providence. Great city, see cosmopolis. Hegemonikon, gamma, epsilon, mu, omicron nu iota, kappa nu. Ruling faculty, command center. Definition. The rational governing part of the soul, mind, seat of consciousness, judgment, assent, and moral choice, proheresis. Its health is central to Stoic practice, the inner citadel. Quote, your mind will take the shape of what you frequently hold in thought, for the soul is dyed by the thoughts. 5.16. See also assent, daimon, hypolepsis, logos, proheresis, rational soul. Hypolepsis, p lambda, eta, iota, sigma, judgment, assumption, belief. Definition.
It's more my speed over
judgment
here.
or belief attached to an impression,
More my
fantasia,
speed.
upon assent. Stoics warn that disturbances arise from faulty hypolepsis about events, not events themselves. Quote, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. 8.47. See also, assent, hegemonikon, fantasia. I, impression. C, fantasiae. J, justice. Dikaiasin,
Okay.
delta iota, kappa alpha
Well,
iota,
helping.
omicron sigma nu eta. fairness, righteousness. Definition: one of the four cardinal Stoic virtues. Treating others fairly, acting honestly, upholding duties, and contributing to the common good based on oikiosis. Quote, reverence for justice is shown in our deeds. 11.35. See also, arithei, virtue, common good, cosmopolis, oikiosis, Stoic virtues.
Hey.
K, kathekon, kappa alpha, theta kappa omicron nu.
Full of votes.
Appropriate action, duty.
Good.
Definition: an action reasonable and appropriate according to nature and one's social roles, informed by oikiosis, though not necessarily perfectly virtuous, katorthoma. Everyday duties. Quote, I am rising to do the work of a human being.
I'm rising
5.1.
to do the work of a human being.
See also katorthoma, oikiosis. Katorthoma, kappa alpha tau rho theta, omega mu alpha. Perfect action, fully virtuous act. Definition: an action performed perfectly in accordance with virtue and right reason, characteristic of the Stoic sage. Goes beyond merely appropriate actions, kathekon. Marcus focuses on striving towards virtue rather than claiming katorthomata. See also ariathi virtue, kathekon, cataleptic fantasia, kappa alpha tau alpha lambda, eta pi tau iota, kappa phi alpha nu, tau alpha sigma alpha. Cognitive impression, graspable impression. Definition: a clear, accurate mental impression faithfully representing reality, compelling assent. The Stoic criterion of truth, though Marcus emphasizes testing all impressions. Technical term rarely explicit in Marcus. See also, assent, fantasiae. L. Logos, lambda gamma omicron sigma. Reason, rational principle, word. Definition: central Stoic concept. The divine rational principle governing the cosmos.
Handful of votes.
Universal law, nature, fate, providence, and the faculty of reason, hegemonicon, in humans, enabling virtue. Quote, all things are interwoven, a sacred bond unites them. 7.9. See also, cosmic order, cosmos, daemon, fate, hegemonicon, natural law, nature, pneuma, providence, rational soul, seminal reason, sympathia, universal reason. Mature, memento mori, Latin, remember you must die. Definition:
We'll all die.
reflecting on death's inevitability to appreciate the present, prioritize virtue, reduce fear, and live authentically. Quote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. 2.11. See also, amor fati, eudaimonia, arete, virtue. And natural law, see logos, nature. Nature, physis, phi sigma, iota sigma. Definition refers to 1. The rational order of the cosmos, universal nature. 2. The specific function of a thing, human nature equals rational, social. Living according to nature means living consistently with both. Quote, accustom yourself to think that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them. 4.36. See also, cosmos, kathekon, logos, oikiosis, universal nature, universal reason. O,
Cooking.
oikiosis, omicron kappa epsilon, omega sigma iota sigma, appropriation, affinity, affiliation.
Always good to do a little cooking.
Definition: innate recognition of kinship, extending from self to all humanity, forming the basis for Stoic ethics, justice,
It's rough
and the
time.
common good. Quote, men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then or bear with them. 8.59. See also, common good, Cosmopolis, justice, kathikon, sympathia. Pathos, pi theta, omicron sigma, plural, pathy, passion, destructive emotion. Definition: irrational, excessive emotions, fear, anger, etc., from false judgments. Stoics aim to eliminate these through reason, replacing them with eupatheia. Quote, "Today I escaped from anxiety, because it was within me, in my own opinions." 9.13.
Today I
See also,
escaped anxiety
adiaphora,
because it was
apatheia,
within me, in
assent,
my own opinion.
eupatheiae, hegemonicon,
Pretty good.
hypolepsis. Phantasiae phi alpha nu tau alpha sigma alpha iota. Singular. Fantasia, impressions, appearances. Definition: mental impressions from senses or thoughts. Stoics stress examining them objectively before giving assent to judgments. Hypolepsis. Quote, "Do not be carried away by the appearance of things." 10.37, user ref. See also, assent, hypolepsis, cataleptic fantasia, pneuma, pi nu, epsilon mu alpha, breath, spirit, vital force. Definition: in Stoic physics, the active rational principle, logos plus fire / air, permeating matter, giving it form, tension,
There we go.
tonos, life, constitutes cosmic and human soul. Technical term rarely explicit in Marcus. See also, cosmos, hegemonicon, logos, tonos. Preferred indifference, see adiaphora. Proheresis, pyro, omicron, alpha rho, epsilon sigma, iota sigma. Moral choice, rational will. Definition: faculty of rational choice and moral purpose, Epictetus. Our ability to judge and intend actions based on reason, the core of moral identity and what is truly up to us. Quote, "The governing part makes itself what it wishes to be." 6.8. See also, adiaphora, assent, dichotomy of control, hegemonicon. Procopi, piro, omicron kappa, omicron pi, moral progress. Definition: ongoing progress toward virtue, arete, achieved through daily discipline practice, ascesis, and self-improvement. The realistic goal for most Stoics. Quote, "Every moment, think steadily as a Roman and a man to do what you have in hand with perfect and simple dignity." 2.5 implies focused effort. See also, ascesis, arete, virtue. Providence, pronoia, pyranu, omicron iota alpha, divine foresight and governance. Definition: Stoic belief that the cosmos is rationally ordered by the logos, ensuring events unfold purposefully for the good of the whole. Underpins amor fati. Quote, "Either there is a fatal necessity or a kind providence." 12.14. See also, amor fati, cosmos, fate, logos. R, rational being, rational soul. See daemon, hegemonicon, logos, nature. Rationality, see hegemonicon, logos. S, seminal reason, logoi spermaticoi, lambda gamma, omicron iota sigma pi, epsilon rho mu, alpha tau iota kappa omicron. Seed principles. Definition: the seed principles, inherent in matter, individual manifestations of the universal logos guiding development according to the cosmic plan. Technical concept less explicit in Marcus. See also logos, nature, pneuma. Stoic virtues, the four cardinal virtues. Definition: the four primary aspects of arete.
Well, we got our
Wisdom,
handful of
correct
votes.
judgment, justice, fairness, common good, courage, moral
Let's go turn that
fortitude,
in.
and temperance, self-control. Interconnected facets of perfect reason. Quote, if you find in human life anything better than justice, truth, temperance, fortitude, turn to it with all your soul. 3.6. See also, arete, virtue, courage, justice, temperance, wisdom. Sympathia, sigma upsilon mu pi theta,
Hello.
epsilon
Thank you
iota
so much,
alpha.
adventurer. Poor Old
Cosmic
Blanchy is
sympathy,
so happy.
interconnectedness. Definition.
Who
Principle
killed
that
the
all
cow?
parts of the cosmos are interconnected and mutually affect each other. Forms the basis for universal kinship and duty towards the common good. Quote, meditate often on the interconnectedness and mutual interdependence of all things in the universe. 6.38.
I need to
See
get that
also
pocket watch.
common good, cosmopolis, cosmos, logos, oikiosis. T, temperance, sophrosin, sigma, omega phi rho, omicron sigma nu eta,
Inventory is full.
self-control.
To sell some stuff.
Definition. One of the four cardinal Stoic virtues. Involves moderation, self-restraint, and mastery over desires and impulses. Wisdom applied to appetites. Quote, be sober, be temperate. 1.16. See also, arithwa, virtue, pathos, Stoic virtues. Tonus, tau nu omicron sigma. Tension, tone, vigor. Definition. In Stoic physics, the active force within pneuma holding matter together and enabling activity. Technical term rarely explicit in Marcus. See also, cosmos, pneuma, tranquillitas, Latin, inner peace, tranquility. Definition. Profound inner calm and well-ordered soul resulting from living virtuously, understanding the cosmos, accepting fate, and mastering emotions. Equivalent to Greek ataraxia. Quote, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. 4.3. See also, apatheia, ataraxia, eudaimonia. Universal law, see logos, natural law. Universal nature, see nature logos. Universal reason, see logos. V, view from above.
Saying it
Definition.
now.
Stoic exercise of mentally viewing the world from a cosmic perspective to gain humility, reduce trouble's perceived importance, and see the bigger picture. Quote, anyone who wants to discuss human beings should look down on everything earthly as if from some viewpoint high above. 7.48. See also, cosmos, memento mori, sympathia. Virtue, see arete, virtue. Void, kenon, kappa epsilon nu nu. Definition, empty space. Contrasted with the Stoic plenum, universe filled with pneuma, the concept of the void was central to Epicurean physics, atoms moving in a void. Marcus occasionally contrasts Stoic providence/order with the randomness implied by an Epicurean void.
Thank you so much, kind sir.
Quote,
We are but poor
or is it
farmers.
atoms?
We have lost our
Or if
land.
atoms, then
Please
either a
accept
governing
this reward as a
intelligence
token of our
or else bare
appreciation.
haphazard. Cf. 4.3 7.50. Reflects the dichotomy Marcus considered. See also atomism, Epicurean, maybe add,
something?
cosmos,
Thank you so
logos,
much.
providence.
We are but poor
17.
W, wisdom,
Please accept this
Sophia,
reward as a token of our
phronesis,
appreciation.
sigma, omicron phi alpha, phi rho nu, eta sigma, iota sigma, prudence, practical wisdom. Definition. The foundational cardinal Stoic virtue. Involves understanding what is truly good, bad, and indifferent, making correct judgments, understanding the cosmos, and acting appropriately. Guides the other virtues. Quote, the first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. 8.28. See also arete, virtue, hegemonikon, logos, Stoic virtues. Bibliography. This bibliography is organized into primary ancient sources, key historical texts pertinent to Marcus Aurelius's era, and selected modern studies and translations. Ancient sources and primary texts. Aurelius Marcus. The Meditations of the Emperor Marcus Antoninus. Edited and translated by A.S.L. Farquharson. Oxford University Press, 1944. Reprinted, 1968. Cleanthes, Hymn to Zeus. Preserved in Stobaeus. Anthologium, I.1.12. In Stoicorum Veterum Fragmenta, SVFI 537, edited by H. von Arnim. Teubner, 1905. Diogenes Laertius. Lives of the Eminent Philosophers, translated by R.D. Hicks. Loeb Classical Library, Harvard University Press, 1925. Book 7 focuses on the Stoics. Epictetus. Discourses, Fragments, Handbook. Translated by R. Hard. Introduction by C. Gill, Oxford University Press, 1995. Seneca, Lucius Aius.
Well, if you're
Letters
looking
from a
to get there
Stoic.
quickly, then look no
Translated by R. Gummer.
further. Have a good one.
Penguin Classics, 1969. Stoicorum Veterum Fragmenta, SVF, Volumes I-3. Edited by H. von Arnim. Teubner, 1903 to 1905. Historical Sources. Cassius Dio, Roman History, Volumes I-9. Edited and translated by Ernest Carey and Herbert B. Foster. Loeb Classical Library, Harvard University Press, 1914 to 1927. Relevant books, especially volumes 8-9, cover Marcus Aurelius's reign. Eusebius of Caesarea, Ecclesiastical History, Volumes I-2. Translated by Kearsop Lake and J.E.L. Olton. Loeb Classical Library numbers 153 and 265. Harvard University Press, 1926 to 1932. Book V includes the account of the Martyrs of Lyons. Historia Augusta. Scriptores Historiae Augustae, Volumes I-3. Revised edition by David Maggie. Loeb Classical Library, numbers 139, 140, and 263. Harvard University Press, 2022. The Life of Marcus Antoninus appears in Volume I. Modern Works, Commentaries, and Translations. Duke S. Trans, and Annotator, 2025. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Classic Collection. A new annotated translation of Stoic philosophy with introduction, illustrations, glossary, and indexes. Gibbon, E., 2005. The History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. D. Womersley, ed. Penguin Classics. Original work published 1776 to 1788. Haydoti, 1998. The Inner Citadel. The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. Translated by M. Chase, Harvard University Press. Hayes, G., 2002. Introduction.
Seeking training in the ways
In
of
Marcus
armed
Aurelius, Meditations,
combat. The best
a
deals
new
in all
translation,
Stormwind, my friend.
pp.
Won't find any better. Now, what can I help you
9-35.
with?
Modern Library. Long, A.A., 1982. Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius. In T.J. Luce Aid, Ancient Writers. Greece and Rome, Volume 2, pages 985 to 1009. Charles Scribner's Sons. Robertson, D., 2019. How to Think Like a Roman Emperor. The Stoic Philosophy of Marcus Aurelius. St. Martin's Press. This title was narrated with virtual voice.
Here's a
Well, thank you, everyone. We finished Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, which was really wonderful. And now we'll have to figure something else to listen to so we can become better Stoics. We'll figure that out soon. Be good.